If we know which factors affect sales conversion rate, then we will have a better clarity about what we should be working on. In my previous video, I explained how important it is to increase our conversion rate, and in this video, we'll look at factors responsible for it. Number one is mindset. There is usually a negative mindset about salespeople. I mean, what goes on in our head when someone starts selling to you? Buyers and sellers both carry somewhat negative feelings about each other, and this affects entire communication and behavior. I will explain this in detail in a separate video. Point number two is sales styles. Now, different salespeople use different sales styles, and some of these sales styles result in the negative mindset about salespeople. We must understand which sales style is more suitable in your business. For engineering business, which style should be used? Now, point number three is trainings. Ironically, most salespeople in SMEs never undergo sales skill trainings, although sales is their prime function. Imagine not being formally trained on something on which your career depends. Well, I understand it is not as risky as performing a heart surgery without going to a medical college, but learning sales skills formally will surely make you much better. We hire experienced salespeople assuming that they know how to sell, but in their previous organizations also they haven't undergone any sales skill trainings. They get trained on the product and the technology, but not, or I should say rarely, on the sales skills. Now, point number four is being a victim. Many salespeople attribute lower sales to external factors such as cheaper competition, unreasonable customers, unfair practices, non-performing team, and the list is never ending. These are all external factors which are not in our control, and we develop a victim mindset. Whereas a simple shift of attention from outward to inward creates the magic. Things change when we start asking ourselves, okay, what do I need to do to turn around the situation? That's victor's mindset. Now, point number five is no game plan. We do not have a concrete game plan, or what I call as a sales process. And the game of sales cannot be won consistently without having a game plan. In absence of a documented sales process, the sales performance highly depends on individual natural skills. With sales process, we can make every salesperson a superstar. Next point number six is review and monitoring. If people responsible for sales are not reviewed and monitored for their targets and achievements, if the performance is not measured, then it is not surprising that the performance is not up to the potential. Measure what matters. This is true even if the owner themselves are salespeople. Review and monitoring is a must. Point number seven is unqualified leads. Sometimes our lead qualification process is not strong enough to identify and separate genuine active inquiries and budgetary or junk inquiries. We end up wasting a lot of time and effort on unqualified inquiries which ultimately do not materialize. Point number eight is myths in sales. There are a number of wrong beliefs or myths in the field of sales, and this causes salespeople to deal with customer in exactly the opposite way, the wrong way. A simple awareness and explanation about what works and what does not work can help a salesperson change their communication and behavior, thereby improving the sales performance. This is not the end of the list, but I have covered 8 main points, and I'll be creating a detailed video on each of these points to elaborate and also to give you solutions on how you can reverse the situation so that you can enjoy much better conversion rates and grow your sales revenues year on year. Feel free to add the factor that you feel is responsible for sale conversion in the comment box.